Condolences. Let's move on now to that story we had promised you last evening. And it is emerging that our Graph Diaries reports touching on the National Hospital Insurance Fund, NHIF, are far from over. It is turning out that hundreds of millions of shillings more could have vanished into people's pockets. Tonight, we are blowing the cover on the benefits and claims scandal at the Upper Hill-based national insurer. Fresh revelations now show that your NHIF card could have been billed without your knowledge and monies channeled to a number of private hospitals under unexplained circumstances. Here now is our Crimes and Investigations reporter Brian Obuya with the anatomy of the heist.
A report by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission had revealed that NHIF subscribers were paying as much as 5,000% more for medical procedures in some health facilities. And now, details of a deeper scam at the national insurer have started to emerge as a series of arrests and investigations have opened up the Pandora's box of what could turn out to be the most common fraud at the NHIF. The Director of Public Prosecutions, Nordin Haji, calls it fraud worse than murder. The Director of Criminal Investigation says it is a joke to many Kenyans who pay taxes.
There's quite a bit in NHIF. Just like NYS, it is massive.
One patient went to retrieve a statement from NHIF to help solve a dispute with Kenyatta Hospital, only to discover more. The statement revealed fictitious hospital transactions.
Sikuwa ilazwa na hadi ilikuwa inasema mimi ndio nilikuwa nimelazwa kwa hospitali ya Good Samaritan na hati hospitali mimi mwenyewe sijui.
Yes, we are looking into, there's quite a number. There is the issues of benefits, there is the issue of accreditation of hospitals, there is the issues of social responsibility that we think was not really responsible towards a proper and laid down social responsibility programs.
KTN News now understands that the fraud is a well-calculated plot that siphons money from the national insurer. A private hospital in the middle of nowhere will write to NHIF and claim to have treated a patient within the facility. Someone at the NHIF will then approve the claims after perusing through the relevant documents or, in fact, knowing that the documents do not exist. The state will then pay the hospital. Sources say the money is then withdrawn and shared among cartels.
Fictitious medical practitioners, or we have registered medical practitioners who are involved in this kind of fraud, but they have insider support, because once you make a claim, this claim is supposed to be approved, and we have the approving officers who are also part of that cartel.
Essentially, for a hospital to send a claim, the facility is required to scan a copy of the patient's ID card, a copy of the NHIF card, and a doctor's summary of what the patient has been treated for. But some hospitals send claims, have the same approved, and payments made without these requisite requirements.
Mimi ndio niko navyo, lakini nasemekana kuwa nililazwa hospitali mahali pengine na hiyo bill imelipwa. Hali hiyo vitu mimi niko nao sijaipeleka huko hata mara moja.
The statement, which is now in our possession, indicates that Kenneth had been admitted on June 20th, 2015 for 4 days at a certain hospital under code number 8000901. His NHIF card was billed 5,200 shillings. In the same year, his statement shows that he was admitted at the same hospital from November 23rd to the 27th of the same month. His bill still coming to 5,200 shillings. The statement goes ahead to reveal that Kenneth was apparently admitted at the same hospital almost 6 months later on March 6th, 2016. His bill still coming to 5,200 shillings.
The first one, which I think in due course you will get to know, and it's about acquiring a system that went on charging beyond what was required.
Little is known about the two-floor community health center that shares a 3-story building with the church located at the heart of Dandora, which claimed to have treated Kenneth. Hospital staff here have denied knowing about any wrongdoing, but several attempts to get to the directors of the hospital listed as an NGO have not been fruitful. Hot on the heels of these revelations, KTN News had sought comment from the NHIF, but the CEO, Geoffrey Mwangi, through his handlers, requested for 1 week to scrutinize the files at some of the hospitals. That was in July of this year, and the NHIF is yet to respond. The now under fire CEO had pointed out that small hospitals and health facilities that have been seeking accreditation appear to be more involved in such scams at the NHIF. Forget the contracts and procurement games at the NHIF. Information from those close to it called this the biggest scam that Kenyans are possibly staring at. And we may never have the answers as to how much money could have possibly been lost at the NHIF in this scam, but at least now we know the questions. Brian.